Oh, okay. Well, I'm almost immediately going to start talking again. I'll let those guys fight the Quetzal. Basically, there's this plant here, this taro plant, mysterious taro plant. Come on, guys, fight, please. Please. And basically, we're not going to know what this is going to do, but this is for something quite cool to do with the NPCs that will spawn after we finish this quest. So all we're going to do for the moment is click it. And we received we received some taro leaves. Okay. Who knows what for? We'll find out soon enough. Okay, hi guys. I'm doing the post commentary now. This is quite a long walk. It's quite a long walk along the coast. To be honest, I don't remember much of what happens here. I know that there's a really strong boss that does a lot of damage to me here. A Mesmer boss, you'll see it does like 200 damage from ineptitude. 200 damage. But yeah, it's been a couple of days actually since I filmed this. Well, at first when I was filming the episode, you've probably heard it in the videos and the latest one. I'm really sorry, but I'm getting really pissed off about my microphone. The levels, I don't know what it is. It just seems to decide sometimes it's going to be really loud and clip through the sound level, and sometimes it's going to be really quiet, and it's such a pain in the arse. But yeah, hopefully it will be fixed in time. And the other thing, of course, is like Gamescom. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but Gamescom's still going on, obviously. And with the day I filmed this, it seemed that a lot of really big kind of YouTubers out there, a lot of them, suddenly realised, and they'd all gone to Gamescom, and they suddenly realised, oh, hey, Guild Wars 2 is going to be a good game. And now, at long last, they've kind of all decided, hey, yeah, we're going to start doing coverage of it. So I got a little bit distracted by that over the last couple of days. But to be honest, I've got to be honest, it does weird me out a little bit when you get such big YouTubers and they've got so much influence with what they say, and you know, just the fact that someone like Total Biscuit, for instance, is now doing Guild Wars stuff. Loads of other people are going to be like jumping on the bandwagon, but they also don't really know anything about the game, and I've got to be honest, I resent them a little bit for it, because it's like, come on, just learn it all, please. Just know everything that I know about the game, and then you can give much better coverage. But yeah, so yeah, the walk, it's not really that interesting. It's just fighting Quetzal the whole way through, walking along the coastline. It's another one of those areas. It's funny, the Tarnished Coast is quite big, and it's called the Tarnished Coast, but this is really the only explorable area and the only walk where you actually can see the ocean for any reasonable period of time. And it's not even like you can go on the beach or anything. I remember before Eye of the North came out, I always used to think of the Tarnished Coast and think, oh yeah, awesome, there'll be awesome beaches here. I imagine sheer cliffs, which is quite cool, because there are sheer cliffs here. But yeah, it wasn't really. You can't go very close. You do see an island in a minute of where we're going, but otherwise, yeah, the taro leaves is about it. I feel a bit annoyed really that the Alsacia tangle is so bland. This episode that I filmed is probably going to be split in two. In fact, I know it's going to be split in two. A part of me wanted to cut this whole walk out and try and squeeze it into one episode, but it was still going to be about 30 minutes, and then that would have left you guys with two 15-minute episodes, which I don't like to do, because I know you guys all like the 20 minutes. So yeah, if there are some of you that still, because when I first started, nobody really knew how long they liked the episodes. If you do like shorter than that or longer than that, please do feel free to keep leaving the feedback. Because honestly, I'm still not sure myself. Anyway, this is about the end here, so I'll hand you back over to my past self. Okay, here we go. So there's a bit of an ominous looking cave here. We'll come through, and a corpse of an Asura. Brilliant. Oh, that was actually a bit of a longer walk than I thought it was going to be. Okay, and it doesn't look very pleasant around here, does it? Great. More dead Asura, and a little bit... Can we actually... No, we can't cross that. An island just off the coast there a little bit. It's all looking very red. Can you guys tell what's coming? Yes, check it out. Destroyers. Dear. By the gods, hang in there, Renk. So yeah, they're attacking Renk. I don't think he can actually die. These unprovoked destroyer raids are unforgivable. What I actually didn't show you earlier when I was cutting it when we were going to Renk the first time is there was actually another area that had been attacked by destroyers, but that's got something to do with the next mission, so I figured I'd show it then. But yeah, they do pop up all over the place. I remember when I first did this quest, I really struggled on it actually. Not quite sure why. If this is all there is to fight, is it waves? Are there waves of things? Eliminate the destroyers. I was struggling on this, I do remember. Maybe they changed it? I don't know. Ugh, lightning reflexes. I can't stand any skill that makes them block. Anyway, so there's more ruins up here. So many ruins dotted around the landscape. I mean, my god. There we go. A little help complete. Jesus, really? I struggled that much? Okay. Hello, Renk.
Here comes trouble.
Don't concern yourself with my well-being. The research is more important. Oh wow, an actual selfless Asura? I never. Thank you. Those destroyers appeared out of nowhere. Pay no mind to my injuries. I'll live. But my research for the Golem project is incomplete. I haven't determined the final calibrations. There isn't much time. Go. Take my findings to Mamp in Ratasum. He's in charge at the Golem Foundry. They must finish my work. Sweet, that's all of the pieces in place. What I quite like about this place, this place, by the way, is when we come back now, there's going to be some different characters here, which I'll have to cut and show you in a minute. What I quite like about this area, actually, is the colouring, and way this is like one of those perfect examples where I say, hey, look, there's the Fire Island chain, or, you know, vice versa. But yeah, so some Asura pots and stuff here, pretty bizarre. But yeah, so we will come back here in a bit. But this is all of the main stuff in place now, guys. I thought I was probably going to come back this episode, but I think it'll have to be next episode. We filmed quite a lot, I don't know. So yeah, let's go speak to Thingy. And now we're in place for the final Asuran mission, just like we're in place for the final Norn mission. So where is he? Here he is. Here's Mamp. Hello, Mamp. We've done everything. We've been your lackeys for long enough.
Me?
Renk is a perfectionist. His injuries must have been grave for him to pass his task on to the others. Gad and Ula are working at the Golem Foundry, finishing the preparations. Perhaps they can make sense of Renk's work. Speak to me when you're ready to visit the Foundry. So this is it. This is really the end of the main storyline stuff, the main arc here. We've got the final quest in the Tarnished Coast. Lots of side stuff to do, and indeed the Char homelands to see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Big stuff coming up definitely now, and I will see you next time. Or not. No, screw it. We're going to keep going. Since I decided to split the video. I don't know why I thought I could fit everything I just filmed into one. It was so much stuff. It was about 35 minutes unedited. Ridiculous of me. So I've split it in two, and we're going to keep going. So yeah. Basically, we're going to go back to where Thingy-mabob is. I forget his name. It's been a couple of days since I filmed that stuff you just saw. We're going to go back to him and see what's going on with these taro leaves, and see a very funny Asura, and a pretty interesting thing to do with the design of the Asura, to do with their ears and their anatomy and stuff, and indeed Asuran courting. So we're not going to go back there the same way we already came. I think it's actually quicker to come through here, the Magus Stones, as long as you avoid the Wind Riders. This will actually be a new area that we're going through. Well, we've been to Magus Stones before, but we cut across the top, if you remember. I off the top of my head, don't remember anything decent actually being here. It's probably just more ruins and stuff around. I mean, all of the Tarnished Coast looks good, but as soon as you've seen some of these awesome trees, you've pretty much seen them all, let's be honest. Lots of spiders, in fact. You remember the other episode I talked about there being a big spider's lair, one of the dungeons down here? Yeah, loads of spiders around here. In fact, there's a boss, quite interesting. I don't know whether they did it specifically because of this spider lair near it, but there's a boss outside the lair who tames a black widow spider, which is one of the rarest pets you can get in the game. In fact, at release it was really rare. It was quite cool. You find it in the underworld. Underworld is cool. I spoke about the underworld so much, I'm really tempted, I might as well just mention it now, to actually film the underworld things sort of in parallel to Eye of the North. Underworld is undoubtedly the hardest place to do in the game. Funnily enough, I've not actually beaten it since a big boss was added. I'll mention it when we do the videos, but I've not actually beaten it since then. So it'll be an interesting experience for me. I've tried it, I'm not gonna lie, I've tried it a few times, but I always kind of go in half-arsedly and then end up getting kicked out right at the end. So those videos, sorry, my whole point is that these videos to do with the underworld are going to take quite a bit more research than just sort of regular episodes like I'm doing here. And of course, when I start work, I'm a little bit worried that episodes like that might fall behind a bit. So I'm thinking of knuckling down and maybe working on those over the coming weeks. By those I mean Underworld and the Fissure of Woe. So this isn't a definite, I don't know, but I would probably, I think if I'm ever going to do them, it will be pretty soon. So look out for those, and we'll see where to get the Black Widow from, I guess. It's very cool. The thing is, it's hard, but it's also some of the most interesting lore there is to be found. I mean, it's to do with the gods. Everybody loves stuff to do with the gods. Let's not beat around the bush here. I mean, Guild Wars 2's got a lot less to do with the gods. In fact, in one of these Gamescom interviews that's been out recently, they did confirm that we won't be able to go to any of the realms of the gods, at least at launch of Guild Wars 2. So it doesn't seem to be that interesting. as far as the sequel goes, but it is pretty amazing stuff there, particularly if you're one of those guys who have sat there and watched a whole lot of this Let's Play with me. I mean, you'll definitely be really interested. So anyway, I'm rambling. Look out for it. It will probably be coming soon. We'll see. Thing is, I tend to find, not just with me, but most Let's Players I watch, if they mention something like this in the Let's Play, it probably means they want to do it and it will be coming. So, who knows? Just, I don't want to commit to it if I'm not going to be able to because of, you know, whatever the hell might happen. What I probably should mention, actually, is that because it's so hard, I did mention quite a while ago, a long time ago now really, sort of start of Nightfall, that might be one of the areas where I'll play with subscribers. I'm thinking there are a hell of a lot of dungeons, guys, so there will be a lot of opportunities to play with me and be in the videos. I don't think Underworld is really going to be the best opportunity for that, so I think that'll just be me, maybe a single guildmate, or just heroes. So there's a brilliant guide on it out there, so I mean, I'm not that worried. But yeah, anyway, that's got nothing to do with this stuff here. So yeah, I think I'll either speed it up. Oh, are we already at the portal? We are! Wow, I managed to talk my whole way there. Cool, alright, so we're going to come down here. Let's speak to this Asura, actually. Nice little bit of dialogue, because I forgot to speak to the other one. The experiment crew member.
You need me?
We didn't know how riled up these animals would get when we started testing our Diffburgulator? It angered them, all of them. Now we're stuck here surrounded by monsters. Tell me, Booker, do you think you can do something about them? We're happy to lend you whatever aid we can in exchange for your timely assistance. Sure, killing crazed beasts is always at the top of my to-do list. Yeah, that's pretty much what we've done the whole way through this play. Killing crazed beasts. Alright, okay, so we're back out in the Tangle. And I am headed directly south. Quite a cool little bridge, actually. Yeah, so directly south, I guess. I doubt there's much that we'll be missing. I'll speed this bit up, and I'll see you guys in a second when we see these fun new guys. Actually, let's speak to this guy first.
You need me?
I hear you're a good worker. Care to lend a hand on my crew's project? We're working on the world's first super disorganizer machine. Why do you guys want things disorganized? Why? You won't ever have to make your own disorganization again. Lend a hand and clear all the creatures in the area for scrap, and I'll give you this little bonus. What? Why do they want to be disorganized? I thought these were like hyper-intelligent people. Anyway, right, okay, I'm going to speed it up. Cool, I've said so much in these past 2 episodes. I'm going to speed it up, and then I haven't because I've seen something more interesting. I think that might be why I have the North's got so long. I just talk and talk and talk lately. Have you guys noticed that? Do you guys like that? Did you like the long sped up bits where you get to hear how different the music sounds? I don't know. Alright, I'm going to stop there. We'll speed it up. Let's go. Well, goddamn, that was a much quicker walk than the one we did in the last episode. Jesus. I didn't realise going to the Tarnished Haven would add so much extra to the journey. There we go, back at the cave. It's still a bit red and weird. I think it was only supposed to be tinted this colour because of the destroyers. It could have just been a technical limitation that they kept it. Anyway, so now we come back, and there's no reason why you should come back, but if you do, you get treated to some pretty cool stuff. So Oggy says, "Hello, ladies. How are you doing?" That's a reference to Joey Tribbiani from Friends, by the way. "Oh, Oggy, not again. How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not interested." "Who said I was even talking to you? I was directing my query at this fine young lady with you. Hey there, darling, how you doing?" There we go, that's the reference. Giggle. "Jazza, please, the scrawny little oozeball isn't worth a second glance. Beat it, Oggy, come on, let's go." Oh, here they are, sorry, I was just wandering around like a twat. "Sorry, I have to go now. Nice meeting you, Oggy." Okay. Ladies, please, why the cold shoulder? The Ogmeister's boiling over with a pot full of love, ready to thaw out those frigid hearts. Because you're weird, smelly, and have teeny tiny ears. That's why. Jezza, let's go. Alright, sorry. Ugh. This is the one downside of playing without a compass. Asura is so small. Okay, so basically what you've got here is a male Asura trying to court a girl, but her bitch of a friend is being a cow who's not been in that position before. So what we're going to do is speak to them and see if we can help Oggy out. And this is quite interesting, not just a funny quest, which is probably why I like it more, but also because it gives you, you don't learn that much about the culture of the Asura really, and this is sort of one of the best quests you get that actually that allows you to see how they treat each other relationships wise and stuff. Okay, so here's Jezza.
Ah, Another opportunity.
Who sounds like a man. Okay, Oggy is certainly a little odd, yet there is something about him. Okay, so Jezza actually quite likes him. It's just that this cow, Florgy, is getting in the way.
Oh, great. Another buka.
Hello. Oggy is such a weirdo. He hits on any two-legged creature wearing a skirt, but has no clue how to talk to a lady. We have word for boys like him where I come from. It's loser. Okay. And you actually find that they did something quite... I was talking about voice responses. It could have been in the previous episode or this one. I can't remember. Here, Jezza always gives you max rank Asura comments.
Hello, my foolish friend.
Yeah, see, she's calling us a friend. While this cow...
I'm busy.
always gives you the minimum. I'm not quite sure what Oggy does. I think he gives you the best. He's actually quite cool. So have a look at him, okay? He has got small ears. He's not the... He'll tell us that he's the only Asura in the world with small ears. There's actually one at... I think it's either Vlox's Falls or it's the Umbral Grotto. Actually, I've got a hunch. I think it's the Umbral Grotto. Another male with really small ears. But that's kind of how you can tell the difference, I think, or supposedly. If the men have bigger ears, essentially. Yes, you can draw any parallels there you like. But, Oggy.
Oh, great. Another booker.
Okay, so he says, you know, Tara Lee's look an awful lot like a big, sexy pair of ears. Okay, if we actually drop those. Sorry, and I'm going to drop this flower as well, which I picked up off screen.
I'm busy.
And speak to him. He says, my whole life I've been telling myself that size doesn't matter. Try telling that to the ladies. I mean, what healthy female goes for a guy with tiny ears? If only there was a way I could naturally enhance them. Okay, and we can use the taro leaves. Actually, so if we speak to him again...
Oh, great. Another booker.
We can use these leaves we picked to give them... you think it will work? Perhaps with some tasteful fasteners, they could actually be quite fetching. What have I got to lose, right? Are you sure you don't mind parting with them? Yeah, take them. They make my head look fat anyway. Sweet! Once I'm done, no female will resist me. Next time you see me, I'll have one on each arm. Just you wait. Okay, so that wouldn't seem to have any consequences. But, if we speak to Jezza...
Good day, buka.
Oh, she still doesn't say anything. See, this is why this is a bit of a pain in the ass, because now you have to zone out and go back. How are normal players supposed to know that? Many of them don't even know to come back here for this, let alone freaking going all the way back again. So I'll have to do this off camera. How did I get this eye patch? You don't want to know. Oh, sorry, I thought it was Asura talking over there. Oh, look, there's some actual troopers and stuff alive. I didn't realise that. Oh, there's an elder here. You can speak to an elder Asura right at the end of Eye of the North, and he's got something amazing to say. Sorry, I know I'm getting distracted, but I want to see.
I'm busy.
Oh, he's got no dialogue at the moment. But the elders are like the more cranky, sort of cantankerous Asura. I don't actually know how old Asura get. I only know how old Norn get, I think. I don't think they've... Sylvari, nobody knows. None of they're so young that nobody's even seen any of them die of old age yet. Norn tend to live a long time, but they kill themselves because they want to be heroes. Anyway, sorry, right, so... and we'll also give him a flower. Now, this red iris flower I got off camera from Gwen's garden, which is near Eye of the North. I've not shown you that on the Let's Play yet. I'm also aware that there's quite a few quests I haven't shown you with Gwen to do with memorabilia that you can bring from very early on in the Let's Play. I will be doing that. Don't worry, I've got a big plan. I'll show you all of that later. But if we get a red iris flower from there and speak to Oggy,
here comes trouble.
he says, "Whoa! What's that flower you have? It's amazing. I've never seen something so beautiful. Can I have it to give to Jezza, please?" See, he's a bit of a romantic. Here, take them. Cool. This flower is sure to win me her love.
Hello, my foolish friend.
And once you've done that, her dialogue changes. She now says, he may act dorky, but Oggy is so sweet sometimes. Just the other day, he gave me the most beautiful flower. It wasn't even a special occasion. He said he found it and immediately thought of me. Made my heart swoon. Isn't it nice knowing that someone is thinking of you, even when you're not around? This is quite a sweet quest, shall we say, like a pseudo quest. It's quite cool. But yeah, now we're going to have to zone back through to see what else happens, which is quite hilarious. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, and we're back. And you can see the two girls here. Oh no, okay, so Thingy's not... Look, they've just completely abandoned Florgy. She's over here. Alone.
Here comes trouble.
Alone. Yeah, you deserve it. Okay. Oh, Jesus, that's a bit over the top. Okay, right, yeah, but here you can see they're together now. Look at this. It's pretty amazing. Jezza's with him. And even better, look at Oggy. He's attached the talo leaves to his ears. I think if you speak to her...
Excelsior.
Oh, I've missed the damn dialogue because I gave her the gave him the flower too quickly. Basically, if you don't give her the flower that quick, I'm sorry I've missed this, guys. She basically says something along the lines of, "Oh, he didn't have to put the leaves on there. I liked him anyway." But which is quite nice, quite a sweet ending to the story.
Why are you bothering me?
So there we go. That's these two. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like how you get this little treat if you come back again with them attached on. Just the fact that they went to the effort to do that there. I think Bobby Stein wrote this quest. Very cool. It was with Lindsay Murdoch as well, I think. But there we go. That's everything in the Tangle. There is more stuff. There's stuff everywhere because of these two quests at the Tarnished Haven, and they're just so all encompassing of kind of the areas around here. But aside from that, guys, we've seen everything here at the Tarnished Coast, barring the final mission and the rest of the Polymorph stuff. So I've already done an outro for this episode, so I'm not going to do another one and bore you. But I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you next time.